Have you ever heard a song that made you cry within the first 30 seconds? Has that happened to you recently? Have you ever heard a song that had a beat that was so magnetic it pulled you in and you felt like dancing immediately? That's the power of music. It's emotional electricity. Here's a big question though. Can AI ever create that? Do you think AI can create that same emotional pull? Can a machine really make you cry and make you dance, make you feel? Or will AI music always just be clever noise? See, right now, AI can generate melodies and lyrics and voices that sound eerily human. It can even analyze millions of songs to figure out which chord progression most often triggers feelings of sadness, joy, or nostalgia. But does that mean AI really understands emotion? Or is it just faking it? Think about it. Is it just mimicking patterns that happen to work on our brains? I want you to think about this, my friend. Music as data versus music as experience. You see, AI sees music as data, frequencies, tempos, probabilities. I've demoed this on the channel, how AI is trained, all the metadata that is used to train it, the binary information. It knows that minor keys are often sad and that rising melodies are often uplifting. Humans, on the other hand, live music as experience. When Adele sings Heartbreak, it's not because she's calculated chord progressions, it's because she's lived through it. And we can feel that authenticity in every note. So while AI can imitate emotional triggers, it doesn't have the lived experience to back it up. Now, let's talk about the neuroscience factor. Let's bring in science because studies show that our brains release dopamine when we listen to music we love. We get chemical hits from the rhythm and the harmony. You know what I'm talking about, right? AI can map those responses and compose songs tailored to maximize them. Imagine AI music engines designed to boost your mood on a rainy day or calm your anxiety before you sleep. That's not just emotional mimicry, that's emotional design. And I've talked about this on the channel as well, where AI is being used for good. It's used for patients with dementia, it's used for patients with depression. And while AI doesn't feel emotions, it can engineer the conditions that make us feel them. Now, this is where AI might surprise us. Sometimes AI generated songs do move people. Why is that? Because our emotional connection doesn't always come from the creator's intent. It comes from our own interpretation of the music of what we're hearing. So if you hear a melody and it reminds you of your grandmother or your first heartbreak or your happiest summer, it doesn't matter whether a human or machine wrote it. The emotion is real because you, the human, brought it with you. So maybe AI doesn't need to feel in order for us to be moved. Maybe it just needs to create the canvas and we, in some way, supply the paint. But here's the danger, my friends. If AI learns to only exploit formulas, sad chords, rising tempos, nostalgic lyrics, do we risk drowning in music that manipulates us without meaning? If the difference between eating fast food and eating a home cooked meal is similar to this, is that something to be worried about? Is that a possible analogy or is that going too far off? You see, both meals fill you, but one leaves you satisfied while the other leaves you craving more. Is that how it is? Or the other nauseates you? What if you're not told it's AI driven and you consume it and you realize, I actually liked that song? I don't know if you've seen the TED talk of the fellow who said, is AI harming music? And in the beginning, he said, this is a song. And he gave you, I don't want to do any spoilers, but You got to watch that if you haven't already. But moving forward, without giving you spoilers on that video, the challenge is making sure AI doesn't give us emotional fast food, but is guided by human creators to produce music with real depth and resonance. Now, I know people play with AI music for fun, and that's totally allowed. If it gives them joy, if it's what they're seeking to get those dopamine hits that I just mentioned, then by all means leave them be. They're not breaking the law, they're not hurting anyone. Now, this is where I need you. I need you to take action by dropping me a comment below on your rationalization and what you think about this topic, because your voice needs to be heard. Now, AI may never know heartbreak, but it can still write songs that make us feel it. Because ultimately, emotion in music isn't just about the creator, it's about the listener as well. The question isn't whether AI can feel. The question is, can we use AI to deepen the emotions that we feel? If we treat AI as a tool, not for replacing the human heart, but for amplifying it, then maybe the songs of tomorrow won't be less emotional. Maybe they will actually be more emotional. Because in the end, AI doesn't need to cry. It just needs to help us, the humans in the loop, the humans surrounded by it, to cry better.